Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update on Bitcoin and XRP today. So those are the two we're going to be looking at. We're going to dig in depth here, especially at Bitcoin, guys. There's a few different things that I wanted to point out today. I got about 6 points that I wanted to make, and I'm going to get into this. I want this to be a quicker video for you all. Appreciate you being here with me today, guys. If you get something out of this, like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. That's going to help you the most. Try to put out videos every day for you, so hopefully it'll come right to you and we can get into this, guys. Also, I wanted to let you know I'm going to leave my Robinhood link down low, so if you want to help support this channel, when you open up a Robinhood, you get a free stock, I get a free stock. It really helps us out. And also, guys, if you want to trade crypto on there, one thing I would suggest is to trade crypto if you're just getting started in this on something like a Robinhood or a zero commissions platform, so that you're able to get in and out without having to pay any commissions. Because like I told you guys, I really believe first you should start paper trading, and then you should start doing micro trading, and that's where Robinhood would really help you out, just doing small $100 or $200 trades so you can really get a hang of this market. That's something that I do as well. And you know, you can always just back test what you've went through and how your performance is doing, and it's something that could really help you without having all the costs and fees that can chew you up. So I'm going to leave that down low, guys. Let's dig into this right now. It's 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. It's October 14th 2019. We're going to get into Bitcoin here. So guys, first of all, with Bitcoin, I want to start here with our Fibonacci. From our swing low up to our swing high, what we're dealing with now, we broke down through this 0.5 at 8,521 Fibonacci. And what's happening now, it's acting as overhead resistance directly with this 200-day moving average in blue. So guys, we've been trading below the 200-day moving average. Now, we've been having candle closes below it for about 2 weeks. So it's significant that in the next few days, or even today, that we get back up over that 200-day moving average and start having candle closes up above it. Because ultimately, guys, if you're taking a long right now and we're below this 200-day moving average and we're having these lower highs that are coming in, so this is our downtrend here. If you're longing right now, you are fighting the trend. Right now, the trend is still down. When we're below the 50, when we're below the 200, that is a downtrend, guys. So you have to be very aware of that. You know, overall, guys, at $8,305, do I think that's a cheap price for Bitcoin to where it could potentially be in the future? Absolutely. If you're accumulating, that's a different story. But in terms of trading, I would not want to take a long right now until I see us up above that 200-day moving average again with volume. And also, I really want to break out of this downtrend, because if we break out of this downtrend and start getting candle closes above that, then we can really run hard, guys. We can come back up here and test this all-time high. But you have to remember, and you have to have it in the back of your head, that we're still in a downtrend now. We're below these moving averages, and that's going to be very important. Now, if we drop lower, the area that I'm going to be looking at for a potential long position would be off this 0.618. That's going to be around $7,257 is going to be a spot that I'm looking at. I'm not saying I'm going to go long there for sure. I want to see what happens. I want to see if we get a good candlestick pattern off that 0.618 with good volume. Because a lot of times, if you bounce off the 0.618, you can go back to the 0.382, which would bring us back around to the bottom of that descending triangle, a back test of it that we broke down out of. And that's going to be around 9,785, which would be significant for us, guys, if we are to be able to get up into that area. The next thing that I want to do for you is go through just a few indicators here with Bitcoin. We'll get the Fibonacci off there. So this is the green box I'm looking at for support, guys. But as you can see, if we're looking at the moving averages here, excuse me, guys, dealing with a little bit of a cold today, so just bear with me. But even the 9 EMA, we closed below it yesterday with a long leg doji there. A lot of indecision, so we closed below it. The next one is going to be our 20 EMA in purple. That is also acting as overhead resistance, as well as that 200-day moving average. So that's where I'm saying, guys, it's very significant that we've been having these candle closes below this. Now, you see the area of support that I have there around that 8,295. We need to see that hold. We're sitting directly on it right now, and we have a small day candle. Whenever the candles get really small and tight like that, guys, you're either going to look for a break to the upside or a break to the downside at some point, because you're going to have that indecision, you're going to have that fight, and you're just going to be waiting for that break. So let's get into a couple indicators here, guys. We're going to go into my favorite ones here. First, let's look at our stock RSI. Stock RSI, we're at 77 and 79, so we are in overbought conditions right there, so we want to pay attention to that. Looks like we may get a little bullish cross up there, but guys, we are in overbought conditions, which we can hang out here for a long time. That's not something, I'm too concerned about right now. We're not at 100 and 100, but it's something that I do want to put on my radar. The next one I want to go to for you is our relative strength index. Relative strength index, we're at 40, so we're up above 40, which is good. That typically, guys, will act as overhead resistance if you're below it, and support if you're above it. So we need to see that hold just running a little bit more neutral there, see what's going to happen as the day unfolds. Next one, our MACD. Okay, MACD, we did have our bullish cross that took place right here with our bullish engulfing candle, and we continued to move to the upside there, guys. We had some rejection, so let's see if this can be our higher low here, and then maybe come up here for a higher high. But we need to break this 200, guys. You can see how we've wicked up. We've had dojis around it. There's just been a lot of indecision, a lot of fight around that area. And then we'll do our channels here just to show you that one. Let's check that out. Okay, so with our channels now as well, so our middle band's acting as overhead resistance, we're starting to get a little bit more of a squeeze. You can see whenever we break, guys, they really open up, and that's the sign. Whenever they get very tight, you're waiting for that break, and then once it does break, they really expand, so keep an eye on that. And guys, that's Bitcoin right now. So what I'm doing, I'm patiently waiting in cash right now. I want to see what's going to go on here. This is a really tight area. We could obviously break to the upside, just blow right through these moving averages. It happens all the time. Come back up here, back test this 50, or we could drop down deep, guys, down to that 0.618. So I'm just being patient. I'm waiting. I want to see what the market makers are going to tell me. That's what I try to do. I try to ride the coattails of the market makers. That's what I want to do. So that's Bitcoin, guys. If you like that, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll get into XRP next. XRP's been making some nice moves. We're up around 29 cents right now. And what we're trying to do is reverse the trend. So we've been having lower highs and lower lows coming in. So we still have a lower high here overall, guys. You can see we have not gotten over this high here. Around 31 cents is what we'll call it. We need to break up over top of that at some point. But what I like here in the short term is that we're starting a short-term uptrend here. We're having higher highs and higher lows, and we're up above our 9 EMA. We're up above our 20 EMA. We're up above our 50, and what you see is that we back tested this 50 and we found support off it, which is good, and we're getting up over top of this high at around 28. So we need a candle close up above 28 today. If we close up above that, then we're going to be up here targeting around that 31, 32 cents that's correlating with this high as well as this 200-day moving average, guys, because what I want to do is chase these trends. Okay, I want to put the trend on my side. I want to follow the trend, and during this here, once we lost this 50-day, we were underneath it for quite a long time until we had this little breakout and Bitcoin dumped and we fell back down. But we need to start having, on the macro sense, higher highs and higher lows. That's what we're looking for. And guys, if you go into and listen about this swell conference, a lot of times XRP has pumped before that. I'm not saying it's always going to happen, but maybe that's what's taking place right now. But we still need to get back over top of this 200-day moving average and start trading up above it. The last time, guys, we were up above it was right here. We broke out May 13th, 2019. We traded above it from May 13th until about July 10th. So we had about 2 months up above it right here, and then we lost it, and you can see how far we ended up getting pushed back down. We lost it around 38 cents. We went as low as 21 cents. So same deal to the upside. If we can get up above this and start having candle closes up above it, maybe that's the spot where we're really going to get a nice run for XRP. And guys, as we step back here, really take a look where we're at in the XRP chart. We have basically had a full bubble pop. What I've mentioned before is that around that 25 cents was the area before that we had this massive run from 25 cents all the way up to $3.30. And now what you're seeing, because it was such an aggressive spike, it's taken, over a year to really shake this out. And now we're back at these bottom levels here, and we're going to see if we can get back up above that 200-day moving average and start making some moves. But it needs to come on heavy volume. We really need heavy volume to accommodate a move up above that 200-day moving average. Now let's check just a few indicators here with XRP. Let's go to our stock first, and remember this on the 1-day chart. Right now we're at 84 and 75, so we are getting into a little bit of overbought conditions. We do have a bullish cross to the upside there, so that's something that I do want to pay attention to, and that's a good thing that we're looking at there. So we'll get out of that, but we are a little bit overbought on that, so pay attention to that. That's a faster moving oscillator. Next one, relative strength index. Our RSI is at 62 on the 1-day chart. We're looking good, still pointing up right here. And what we want to see is for us to come up and challenge around that 75, that previous high on the RSI. So there's still plenty of room to run to the upside, which may get us around that 200-day moving average, which would be nice. Next one, let's check our MACD. With our MACD, we have a histogram in the positive. You can see it's in the white there. We had our bullish crosses, some we also talked about a while back in a few videos. Whenever you get those bullish crosses, guys, sometimes they can be very significant. You want to keep that on your radar here. So we did have that bullish cross. We're up above right now, and we're just cruising up above. So MACD's looking decent. And then let's do our channels, just to give you a full picture of the indicators that I like to use. So now we are getting a little bit more to the top of this band here, but guys, they can always expand. You can see right here how we got to the top, and then it expanded even more. So that's not something I'm too concerned about. I like the fact that we're up above the middle band, though. It's acting as support. So let's see today if we can close up above, we'll call it 28 cents there. If we can close up above that and we don't have some long, massive wick where we have a lot of rejection, that's going to be a really good thing for XRP, guys. So I want to make this as quick as I could. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are on XRP, Bitcoin, and if you guys like me covering XRP, Bitcoin, and also when I throw in some other ones, EOS, ETH, let me know down low. I appreciate you being here with me today, guys. God bless and take care.